This program gave you a whole new lease on life.
Yes, it did. It opened that blind eye. I was walking around blind, man.
A local program has been effective at taking homeless people off Valley streets and into permanent housing solutions, but it's now having a hard time continuing that mission.
News Channel 3's Jeff Stahl is going in depth tonight in his report, No Place for Home, and how the Coachella Valley Association of Governments is now running into the issue of finding enough affordable housing.
And this is my place of where I'm living now, being a permanent resident.
Leonard McKenzie shows me his home of just over a year now, a Cathedral City apartment that's all his. It's his food in the pantry, his bike to ride,
Calms the nerves.
and a stereo with his favorite music.
It's better than having to listen to somebody else's music in their car at the park.
McKenzie's referencing Indio's Dr. Carry-On Park. It's where he used to live in his car. I first spoke to him a year ago in April when he was out of that park and a new participant in the Coachella Valley Association of Governments Housing First initiative. He was living in a temporary apartment at the time. McKenzie's name on a targeted list. That list, known as the CV200, names 200 chronically homeless individuals around the valley that have frequent contacts with law enforcement, don't like shelters, or who've fallen out of other housing options. That was McKenzie.
Wasn't taking time to go and do what I was supposed to do for myself.
Placed into a temporary apartment, a social worker got McKenzie a state ID card, health insurance, social security card, and supplemental benefits, money he'd never claimed while homeless.
For one that's wanting to make change in life, it's very helpful to help you as they help me.
You're living a better life now.
Most definitely, in cause of CVAG helping me.
But now that same program that helped McKenzie off the street is having a hard time helping others just like him.
We have an affordable housing problem in the state of California, and we certainly have one in the Coachella Valley.
Tom Kirk heads CVAG and says they can't find enough permanent housing for the people who successfully complete their program.
And that's the toughest part about our program for our staff. When we know somebody is ready to move into permanent housing, clean up their act, move forward with their life, and there's not housing there for them.
Here are the numbers. CVAG connected 54 CV200 clients with permanent housing last year, 2022. Many placements due to a large number of openings at a Riverside program. That 2022 number, though, less than the year before, when 75 CV200 clients were placed into permanent housing. Another affordability problem, soaring rent costs often exceed voucher limits, so some participants simply choose to go back to the streets, not wanting to accept the housing the vouchers they have can support.
This is where the government needs to go on and come up with a game plan as far as building something of size.
Kirk agrees.
I'm hopeful in 2023 that those promised apartments come online and provide a lot of needed housing in the Coachella Valley.
Now this is my daughter right here. That's
McKenzie
right
looks
here.
at pictures of his daughter and family. He's thinking about moving to Oklahoma to be with them, but says the move would cost a lot of money he doesn't have. In Cathedral City, Jeff Stahl, News Channel 3.
My mother used to always tell us.
Well, California has an estimated 171,000 homeless people. That's 30% of all homeless people in the U.S.
You can find links if you need help with housing online right now at KESQ.com.